Hey guys, thank you for coming over to IGTV. I think it's just better here, then the people that want to see this can see this, and if they don't have to skip loads of stories. So this is my vintage Dior saddlebag. Well, it's a double saddlebag, as you can see there. This is the single one. This is a medium size. She's an absolute beauty. I do love her and I do love that shape. However, I feel this one would be quite small for me for an everyday bag. I do actually prefer my vintage. What about you? Do you prefer the vintage or do you prefer the new smaller size? This vintage saddlebag was bought from What Goes Around Comes Around. If you know them, they are a New York based company that buy and sell pre-loved bags, and she was less than half the price of this one. I got mine a couple of months ago. I don't know whether it's possible now to find any of the Dior saddlebags, especially with the monogram. At the moment, I think they're such a hot bag to have. I think that it would be quite hard to find one. The strap. Now, many of you have asked about my strap. This strap I found on Vestiaire. It was randomly available. I just Googled Dior strap and it came up on Vestiaire's website. It is a Dior strap. It's brand new. I don't know why it was on their website or why the person decided to sell it, but I'm incredibly happy that they did, because it's extra long, which means I can easily wear mine as a crossbody. And I do like this extra section here, which you've also got in the new bag. So I'm kind of doing a comparison of the two, the modern one, the new version and the vintage. So this is how I'm wearing mine. As you've seen, it's a crossbody, but I want you to just sort of know this, and mine wasn't gifted. I know that people are saying on Instagram, some bloggers or influencers are gifted bags. Obviously, I'm definitely not gifted. If I was, then I would be transparent with you and say I have been. There's no advertising here. This is just my personal taste. Things that I buy and choose to invest in is what I choose to put on my Instagram page. So there you go. Those are the two new versus vintage. Let me know what your thoughts. Send me lots of messages. Now, before I go, I want you to tell me your opinion. What do you think if I put a pin on it? Now, these are the new pins. In fact, these are the new accessories I can show you here. And this one I thought was really interesting, and I quite like the idea of putting it here, which would mean piercing this section and maybe just deciding, right, that's it, I want to keep that on there. But it might leave a hole. It probably would close later on because it is fabric, or here is softer, so it might go in there. But what do you think? With a pin or without a pin? Now, stay tuned. If you want to stay with me, I can show you some of the new collection that's coming in Dior for the fall winter. So let me video that now for you. So go on to the next IGTV to see the pre-collection.